We have two tests, both ran separately, both double-checked. This test confirms that you are a DNA match to Jason Morgan. And this test confirms that you are also a DNA match to Jason Morgan.
Come on, you cannot be serious.
This can't be right, Commissioner.
I know this isn't what you wanted to hear, but the two men claiming to be Jason Morgan share the same DNA. We ran the test multiple times, and then we cross-checked the subject's DNA. They're an exact match. You two seem awfully quiet.
The only thing I can think of, if your tests are right, DNA matches, well, then we must be identical twins.
Twins?
It's the only way our DNA can match. But you already knew all about this, didn't you? Came to town, used that face to take my life, right? Who sent you here?
Okay, just one step at a time here. Were you aware that you had a twin?
Not until yesterday. Elizabeth came to visit me in lockup, and she told me Franco found out that Susan Moore gave birth to identical twins.
We heard the same story from Franco.
Okay, well, Sonny and I haven't heard any of this.
Okay, maybe somebody can fill us all in here.
A few months back, Franco discovered a photograph of him as a child, along with another boy that looked like me.
We did some digging around, and we found out that Susan Moore gave birth to twins. One was sent to Port Charles with Ellen.
And the other child, whose name was Drew, was raised by Betsy Frank. Betsy told Franco that Drew had died. There was even a death certificate to prove it. But when I went to question Betsy, she'd skipped town. Now we know why. Drew. Good for you. You fooled a few people. But you also really messed with Sam, which is something I think we all know Jason, me, would never do. So whatever con you're running, it's done. We know who you are. Drew.
The only name I've ever used is Jason.
Okay.
Okay, we have time to dig through the records and go through the evidence. What you both need to accept is that you're telling the truth as you know it.
We can run more tests. We can. Fingerprints. It has to be different for twins.
Actually, unfortunately, Helena Cassadine had someone hack into the PCPD database and erase all of Jason Morgan's fingerprints.
Of course. Okay, well, Jason was arrested a lot before 2012. I'm sure there's a copy of his fingerprints somewhere.
In the meantime, I will put out an interagency bulletin for Betsy Frank. You know, somebody, somewhere has to know where she is.
Great. So what do we do now?
Well, if we can't get the answers we need from Betsy, let's do the next best thing.